Zandt, and I'm a Nashville native local realtor with Village Real Estate. I love my hometown, and I love helping folks settle into their new digs here in Nashville. Real estate is a passion of mine where I'm able to unite my unwavering admiration for architecture, making sound investments, and experience the joy of working with others. Welcome to my video series where I am introducing to you the amazing artists and entrepreneurs that make up our proud Music City. My first guest, Mr. Bulla, is a longtime friend of mine that has achieved so much success as a Grammy Award-winning fiddle player that it's hard to even know where to begin. He started playing with some of the biggest names in the biz like Ricky Skaggs, Lyle Lovett, Leanne Womack, and even Kevin Costner, just to name a few. He has just released his debut solo album titled Who Loves You Better, which you can find on iTunes, Spotify, and at lukebulla.com. Luke, hi.
Hi there.
It's so good to have you here.
It's nice to be here. Thank you, Jamie.
Yes. Thank you for joining me.
Of course. Happy to.
Yeah, so how you been doing? What's going on?
I've been great. I've been enjoying this new, this weather's been good and
a little steamy.
Been busy. Yeah, been in and out of town a good bit, and just got back from Four Corners Folk Festival. I just played out there, which was a lot of fun.
Sweet.
A lot of good stuff going on. How about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Good. Sweating through this Nashville summer, as we all are.
Exactly.
Hanging out here in cool Marathon Village. I didn't realize how many people came here as a tourist attraction.
Yeah, there are quite a few people coming here. They're coming in on those tourist buses and trolleys all the time now. It's pretty wild to see how much this place is growing.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Thanks for joining me today. Tell me a little bit about your current world and what you've been working on lately.
Yeah, well, I'd love to. So I've been wanting to do a solo career, and just as a singer-songwriter, and as well as a fiddle player for a long time. And I guess currently, the big news is that here in Marathon Village, my business partner John Heighthouse and I opened up an office for our record label Pure Music Nashville.
Awesome.
And my second recording is my first full-length solo album. It's called Who Loves You Better, as you mentioned. Is the first record to be put out on that label. And so we've just been doing a lot of work trying to get that out there and get it promoted, and started booking some more shows, and so that's been picking up. In addition to that, I'm still playing with Lyle Lovett. I've been playing with him for the last 8.5 years, and I've been playing with Leanne Womack a good bit as well. Got a lot of different irons in the fire, so to speak, but it's been really good. Yeah. So I mean, as a sideman and as a solo performer, getting to write and co-write and tour and travel, and then this having this new record label opportunity has been a really wonderful experience.
That's awesome. Cool. All right. Well, I'd like to focus today on our great city and why you choose to call it home. How long have you lived in Nashville? And tell me, what keeps you here?
Well, all right. Yeah, so I moved here in February of '99, so that means I've been here a little over 17 years now. It's a wonderful city. It's growing and changing every day. It's amazing how many people are moving into Nashville. But
they say 88.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
88 people a day.
Yeah, I think they're all driving all at the same time.
I know. They're all just like caravanning in here at the same time.
Exactly. No, I moved here because of how rich the musical community is here, and the artist community. There's the music that I grew up listening to, bluegrass and some country, but mostly Americana and roots music and bluegrass music. Kind of shaped who I am and what I wanted to do. And when I decided that I was going to pursue music full time, I knew that Nashville was the place to come. So coming here was I was pretty new, and I didn't know. I didn't know all that many people here. I knew a few people, but as the years have progressed, I've gotten to know and play music with pretty much all of my major childhood heroes. Jerry Douglas and Sam Bush and John Cowan and Bela Fleck and Edgar Meyer and Brian Sutton and
that's amazing.
Ricky Skaggs and all those guys. It's been a really, really wonderful and successful time here in Nashville. Nashville is really easy to get in and out of, to travel in and out of it. As much as I travel, I'd say it also just feels like home, especially now after having been here for so long. But I love the people, I love the opportunities, and the richness of the artistic community is just very great here.
Yeah. Yeah, I love all those things about our city too. Yeah. I really do. I mean, I haven't had the experiences that you've had playing with some of those greats, but I love just the culture, the artistic community, and Yeah, the architecture, absolutely. Now, what are some of your favorite local hangout spots and restaurants?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I still, there was a time when I went to Fido all the time in Hillsborough. I took a break for a while. I'm not even sure, it wasn't even really a conscious decision, but I started going back there again recently.
Salmon and kale salad with polenta.
Oh yeah, the cheese and herb eggs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's a staple. It's been here for a really long time, and so I enjoy going in there. They've got a good thing going. I also love Biscuit Love. It's one of my favorites as far as breakfast places go. What is that place called? The Chauhan Masala House. Is that? Have you been there? It's down in.
Is that Indian?
Yes, it's great. It's a fusion Indian. It's really good. I'm a huge Indian food fan, so I like that place a lot.
I go to Shalimar sometimes.
Shalimar is good. That's
Green
in
Hills.
Green Hills, right? All right, yeah.
But I've never been. You'll have to text me that later.
Yeah.
The name of that, so I can find it.
Absolutely. Well, it's right across from from 12th and Porter. It's right down there where Jack's Barbecue used to be and all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that used to be Cafe 123.
Right. Yeah.
So that's now an Indian place. Okay, good to know.
Sure is.
Noted.
Yeah.
Noted.
So as far as other ones go, I mean, I've always loved Calypso Cafe. It's been one of my favorites for a long time. As far as like venues, I mean, you just can't beat the Ryman, the Schermerhorn, Station Inn, still rocking. There's so many great ones. I love how Bird and Lindsay's expanded. It's a bigger, more, has more capacity in there now. I've seen some really wonderful shows in there. And then here in the Marathon area, they do some outside shows during the summer, and they have a venue in here.
Marathon Village, right?
Marathon Village, that's it, yeah. Yeah, and it's also a pretty cool place to see some bands. So there's all kinds of wonderful places to go here in Nashville, especially now.
I know. First time I ever went to Station Inn was to see you play.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I think it's been there. The Gulch has grown up around it.
I know.
It's still hanging in there.
And I hope it stays.
Me too.
I really do. Okay, cool. And lastly, having Nashville as your main hub with so many surrounding areas to explore, what are some of your favorite day trips?
Oh man, some of my favorite day trips, like within, you're talking like within a couple
driving
hours.
distance.
Yeah. There's a few actually. I love Fall Creek Falls.
I do too.
Beautiful place. Lots of great hiking there. And let's see what else. I love floating the Caney Fork River. It's one of my favorite places to go. The water's pretty chilly all year round because it comes off the bottom of the dam, and there's a lot of trout in there. I do a little trout fishing. But it's a really pretty and peaceful kind of a float. It's really nice. I haven't done it in a little while, but I need to get out and do that again. Let's see. Dale Hollow Lake is incredible.
I've never been.
Yeah, as far as that kind of thing, I just got back from, if you haven't experienced Dollywood and Gatlinburg, it's worth doing, at least once. I just was over there over Memorial Day weekend and had a really good time.
Yeah. So. We went last fall and we hiked to the top of the chimney tops.
Oh, nice.
And that was before the big fire that kind of...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a pretty devastating event, but I'm glad they finally got that under control.
So you just went back since the fire?
Yeah, we just got a cabin and spent a couple of days at Dollywood, and it was just kind of a pretty chill 3-day week.
Is it still green?
Yeah, it was where we were.
Trees have flourished? Yeah,
we haven't. We didn't see any fire damage while we were, but we might not have been in that exact area. I'm not sure, but
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think there's gosh, I'm trying to think of others. That's pretty much it as far as things that I do when I think about going out of town for or spending a day.
Fall Creek Falls, Gatlinburg,
right?
Dale Hollow Lake,
yeah.
And then floating the Caney.
Floating the Caney Fork River.
That's awesome. Yeah, sounds like my kind of weekend for sure.
There's some good. Yeah, it's a good time.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Luke. Absolutely. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me. From
Nashville, with love, I'm Jamie Van Zandt. To find out more about Luke Bulla, visit lukebulla.com. That's Bulla. Or you can go to puremusicnashville.com. He's also on Instagram and Facebook. Be sure to find him there. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be happy to bring you another special guest in 2 weeks, Mr. Dan Cohen. He's an amazing local touring musician that has played with so many cool people, writes his own songs, plays his own music, and is just generally quirky, and you'll love him. Stay tuned.
Oh, Loretta, won't you say to me, darling, put your guitar on, have a little shot of booze, play a blue and wailing song. My guitar rings a melody, my guitar sings Loretta's fine, long and lazy, blonde and free, and I can have her anytime.